on Arizona, and so I'm going to need you.
I pleaded guilty to lesser charges, but I have to tell you.
Or is that how you open with it? Do you open with, due to Megan's Law, I have to inform you that
it's my duty to inform you that if I was arrested for a sex crime. I can explain the whole thing to you if you got a minute. It's not what you think.
Well, I will make you a promise that no matter the gender, if there is a teenage group of sports athletes, I will report Megan's Law to the front desk to get me moved to my own wing of the hotel.
They can't kick you out.
I'm a paying guest.
You're a paying customer.
Well, also the
by
hallways.
The way, I forgot to tell you. Hey, can you move into a higher floor? I forgot to tell you. I'm gonna fuck one of these kids.
Yeah. You know what? I don't even fuck them. I eat them. I'm a cannibal, so I would probably get them out of there. Dude, the whole hallway was like haunting shrieks of middle school. Like you would walk down the hallway and you'd be like, and you're like, oh, this fucking sucked. But the shows were a lot of fun. The shows were very fun. But Jay, I know this would fucking send you. God damn, this would make you mad because it made
13-year-old soccer player girls? No,
not wearing the shorts out of their room. No, every restaurant was at least a 2-hour wait, including like Chipotle. There was a line down the street because them and all their families were like trying to eat everywhere in that fucking downtown mall area.
What,
dude?
2 hours for like Chipotle? Why?
Dude,
why don't you just like Grubhub and shit?
There's no drivers. We tried to order. There was no hotel food until 5 p.m. Veter came back.
Oh, and also did they go down to? Are they doing the helium thing with the meal? The food there is just sliders.
Well, I got some chicken fingers, so it was pretty sweet.
But yeah, I was saying they have chicken fingers and sliders.
Oh, but when we got to Indianapolis, and we're like, when you do the drive from the airport to the hotel, I've never worked Indianapolis before, so I didn't know.
Oh, really?
Most cities I know what's around, and it's kind of fun when you go to a new city to see what's by your hotel because you're like, fucking go that. And I was like, done. Like all the fast food I wanted there. Potbelly sandwiches. There was a Chipotle and a Qdoba. There was
Potbellies are good on the road, or you can get the skinnies, and they always have a good soup.
I love a big Italian, but there was like
too many salted meats, Dan. I'm just letting as your friend. It's a lot of salted meats.
I know. I love salted meats. I can't get enough salted meats. There was a
lot of cured meats.
There was a P.F. Chang's right there. You know how much I love the Chang's. So,
buddy, I'll do I've done Cheesecake Factory and or the Chang on my last, except for this last one, my last several gigs.
Yeah.
Just like it's
every
there,
single one of those places I named seemed like they had a line like they were just releasing the new iPhone. Every single one of them looked like they were releasing. It was fucking wild. At one point,
Ping Fong Chang made you wait for 2 hours.
Dude, that guy, it was so chaotic at P.F. Chang's, there wasn't anyone behind the host desk. There was just empty tables and just a bunch of parents and kids sitting around waiting to be sat. It was fucking chaos because
Do you know what's fun? You know what's fun, by the way, is watching Jacob get that Ping Fong Chang reference 30 seconds after I said it. How stupid it was.
Well,
what if that's his name?
It got what? Ping Fong Chang?
Ping Fong Chang? There's at least, look at me right now, and anyone here say, would you be willing to bet heavy money that it's definitely not Ping Fong Chang?
I would. There's no way. There's no way I'd bet that over. I bet that under all day. That's definitely happening.
It's a possibility. Is that what you're saying, right?
Yeah. Oh, no. I see it's a very real possibility.
It's a distinct possibility.
I don't think it's Peter Franklin Chang's. I don't think it's like Pipper fucking Fedora. Philip Chang. Holy
Philip
shit.
Chang?
Philip Chang. Philip Chang.
Wait. No, hang on.
Chang.
It's Paul Fleming Chang, it says.
Paul Fleming. Is it really?
That's what it said.
Co-founder, PF Paul Fleming. And then Chang's, which is Philip Chang. Paul Fleming? That's great. What a white man name in the front of that.
Paul Fleming and P.F. Chang.
I'm Paul Fleming.
And Philip Chang are the two people.
Listen here, Chang. I'll do the restaurant, but you put my initials in the front.
Philip Chang.
Philip Chang. But outside of the shows, it was just fucking chaos. So
that sucked. That sucks. But mine, just the hotel in Buffalo is it's just downtown. So
I know exactly where it's at.
The people that are going there are just listen, all's forgiven at some point in the day when you go outside and you just smell the sweet air of fucking marshmallows burning off from General Mills.
Great,
And
great smell.
I think this weekend I got some Cinnamon Toast Crunch air.
Great.
And then I got the Lucky Charms again, I think. Two goodies. You
don't realize with smells, there's certain cities, and you got the General Mills in fucking Buffalo just burning cereal. We're
going to find out it gives us some like fucking things like sugar lung or something. It's doing something terrible to us.
Well, you got marshmallow esophagus. You're not supposed to breathe it in through your nose. It's giving you polyps.
The crowds in Buffalo were drunk, dude. They were great. I had a fun time with them because I like kind of the chaos a bit.
Sure.
Not out of control chaos or where the crowd's hating it, but like, yeah, but I mean, a guy who they said came in already a stroke victim with a cane.
Cool.
I think drank or just like bad stroke balanced, like in the middle of the show, hit the floor.
Or he's half cursive. He just bleeds into the seat.
Dude, he hit the floor loud and hard.
Oh, man.
Yes, and it was a thing.
Did it immediately pull you out of whatever you were talking about?
100%. And in fact, I don't know, like someone goes, he's having a seizure. I said, a seizure? And they go, yeah. And then I waited. I go, is he all right? Like, damn. I go, is he okay? And someone goes, it's fine. Just like do a joke. And I went, wait, no, you can't. No, but he wasn't even doing it like in that dicky way. I know what you're thinking. Like, do your jokes. No. It was like, he's fine. You can keep, oh, it wasn't even that. It was like, fine. You can keep going. And I was like, I can't keep going until I know he's all right. And he's like, he's fine. He was hammered for sure. And maybe also a stroke survivor. But
I'm talking about the switch, having to flip the switch of first funny to serious and then jerking back into funny. Where they're like, he's cool, he's up. And you're like, anyways.
Well, that's it. It's usually a cheer. No, you know me, dude. I'll just linger on that for as long as I can.
Oh, my God. If you can't address... so he was a stroke victim, did you find out?
No, I never quite found that out. I thought he was the drunk guy who fell. But then the Will, the door guy there, who's awesome, and Sean, the manager, were both like, it's like, no, I think he came in like fucked up. He had like a cane and shit.
Oh man, imagine if he just drank that much that he required a cane all the time. That is a form of alcoholism.
Damn, buckle up for alcoholism, because I'll tell you, that is just the first of 2 falls that happened within my shows.
Really? You had a 2-fall weekend?
Yeah, there was.
You should really lean into it and be like, yo, I'm killing him. I'm dropping him.
I'm going to say, and I know she said she was a fan, so my apologies if this comes off insensitive. I don't want it to. It was these 3 ladies and this one dude, and they were fucking ripped. Nice. They were hammered. They were hammered. And this lady particularly was a larger lady.
Yeah, man. Did you, at what point, did you identify them? Was it like pre-show, MC set, feature set?
No, me. Like 2 minutes into me being on stage.
Okay. Because sometimes when you see them, that'll fill me.
Maybe not even, because they were fans. So they didn't come to disrupt the show. They were just too drunk to get what they were doing, I think.
That's usually, I would say, the worst kind. Because they're supportive. Yeah. They just don't understand that they're stepping all over everything.
Yeah, but I was having fun, and then, like, fucking with them ultimately, and this lady, I don't know if I made her laugh, it was something she laughed, I think it was, like, her laughing, but whatever it was, she just went straight backwards in her chair, like, feet up on the ground, hammered, larger woman.
Did she do any sort of...
By the way, the crowd, I made a couple of just, like, fucking, just low-hanging fruit, like, chubby jokes, like, the crowd wasn't way on board, I'm like, guys, come on.
Please tell me there was some sort of foot kick. Was there a foot flutter as the chair went back?
Yeah, I saw when it hit the ground. I saw again, she was on the ground by the time I looked over.
Because if anyone gets to see the fall, you want to see the lady doing a foot little flutter.
She may have still been laughing at that point either, but they fucking...
Her falling back laughing is psychotic. That looks crazy where she's like...
I was like, Miss, you're going to have to learn to laugh forward. Like, and I got to say, I'm impressed. Like, let me tell you something that will never happen to me. That I'm larger a man than she was a woman, proportionally too. Like, I just know yourself a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was explaining this to the audience even too. I go, I don't go sit on when someone has like fucking flimsy, that hollow tin and plastic strap lawn furniture. I'm not sitting on it, man. I'm not going to be the ass that folds up your shitty furniture because you're a cheap asshole. Because you're a cheap, thin dick.
Watching backyard chairs collapse with somebody is usually a thing that
it wouldn't happen to me, man.
You can't laugh at it immediately unless you're close to the person.
Buddy, I have never in my life once ever put full weight pressure down ever. It's why I hate sitting in makeup, hair and makeup, if you're ever doing a TV show.
Yeah.
Why I hate it, because that fucking chair.
The air release?
No, not that. The chair they put you in, in the trailers, like those fucking director's chairs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm lucky because Billions, we have the barber chairs on those trailers where you like sit in it and they're like...
All right, Pacino. Well, I just do little bit parts and things.
Do big. You were in a J-Lo. It's good to know that they're fucking fleecing the budget, that they don't even get you real chairs in a J-Lo movie.
But I've never, anything I did, Comedy Jam, there's always like the hair and makeup's always just makes you Z-Rock.
That's always on set.
Yeah,
I'm talking about when you're in the trailer, when they have that full trailer that you walk up the stairs into. It's got
there weren't trailers for Z-Rock. It was all on set. So like,
hey, we get it, you're indie.
I guess either way, the point being, sitting in those chairs, I've never ever I always have a toe on the ground.
Your hamstrings have to be so powerful.
Dude, I bet. Like fucking young Emmett Smith.
I bet you got a dunk, dude. I bet you got a butt that you're hiding.
No, I don't. My ass is awful.
Do.
I'll compare asses with you right now.
Dude, I have no butt. I'm flat butt.
Me too. Want to compare asses? They're both awful.
But mine drips off of my butt.
Then let's not do it. Also, we're filming today, so don't.
Oh, I didn't. We're going to show our butts? I was just going to show you in jeans.
No. If I'm going to look at your ass, I'm going to look at your ass, dude.
I'll show my butt cheeks. I don't give a shit.
You're going to show me your naked ass if I'm going to see that.
I'll show you my naked ass. We can blur it.
Mine is awful. I wish if there's better lighting in here, maybe I would.
You have great lighting.
No, it's too fluorescent for my ass.
I got a ring light, so if my buns aren't popping in this, I'm fucked.
Oh, dude, you're fucking looking at your asses in a P. Diddy video.
Maybe I can learn how to stand like one of those Instagram girls. Like just learn how to flex my leg to make my butt cheek look more round.
Oh, buddy. Oh, by the way, those 3 ladies and that guy, they shortly thereafter got kicked out.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, they shortly thereafter got kicked out. They argued about not paying their bill. That was the whole thing.
Did they argue about it in the showroom?
No. It was outside. But here's the thing. When they went outside trying to get on the block, the manager went outside. One of the girls was just taking a hot piss in the street. The whole thing was like sloppy. But
she's just peeing in the street going, it smells like fucking Lucky Charms.
And that girl that fell over, fucking Matt Foley, said, still a fan. So if you're listening, I forgive you. I completely forgive you because it brought enough funny to the world to forgive that. But
that's a wake up you don't want to have. Is when you're like, did I fall backwards laughing in a chair last night?
Oh, she was gonna feel it tomorrow for sure. Can I warn you something else about Buffalo, Dan? I know you're there this weekend.
Yeah, I'm there Thursday through Saturday.
I don't know what's going on, but the local people, not the people who come to the shows, not the comedy fans, and not the thing, just the people I interacted with this weekend. Like everyone was so nasty to me on the weirdest thing, like street small talk.
I'm trying to get my small talk back. I'm off. Normally, I'd feel confident in this situation, but I'm wobbling.
These aren't to get out, Dan. These were me getting in. And the people small talk dodged me soda style, but like none of them nicely. And I don't know why. I think I would like smoke pot before I went out to get like food or anything. So like I'd be like in a chatty mood, which is kind of funny. But
they're like, no, thanks, guy.
Dude, the two I did, I went to the Mexican place right next door.
Okay.
Which is good, which is really good.
Yeah.
And while I was waiting for my food, a lady next to me, there's like, 50-something-year-old lady maybe, or late 40s, early 50s, comes in. She's a Grubhub driver or whatever, seamless. And she goes, I'm here to pick up. And the lady goes, what's the names? And she goes, I have 2 orders. She goes, Ben and Jennifer. And I went, oh, Benifer. And she went, what? She just went, what? And I went, Benifer, because, Ben, and then they're back. Now it's happening again. She goes, I don't know. And she left.
Oh.
That nasty.
Jay, that was 100% her fault. I think that was a perfect way. That should have brought you together with that driver. She should have gone, did you ever imagine seeing them pair back up? How's A-Rod feeling?
Dude, in hindsight, And Christine said I need anger management, but I got to tell you what, in hindsight, I think this next guy may have just punked my shit in the streets, and I may have just eaten it. The more I think about it, yeah.
He just served you a scoop of shut the fuck up, and you just...
But this guy may have double got me and called me a straight bitch at the end.
Okay, because that lady was wrong.
I think he called me I think at the end he calls me a fatso and laughs at me, sort of.
What?
I think it didn't hit me that way at first, but I knew it was rude. But now that I'm thinking about it,
I'm pretty sure one of those middle school girls called me old. If it makes you feel any better, so that hurts.
No, it doesn't, because this one really. So I went to Subway to get a wrap the second day.
Okay.
Tuna and banana peppers, if you were wondering.
All right.
So I go to get on the spinach wrap, and I go in there. Now I'm in there in shorts and a sweatshirt, like I'm doing nothing that day except waiting for my shows.
Yeah.
And I see a guy comes behind me. I said I'm gonna get a wrap, and they start pulling it out. And the guy behind me is wearing like a tucked in dress shirt,
sure,
tie thing. And I go, I'm gonna get tuna. And I go, actually, wait a second. I go, dude, are you on like a lunch break? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah. I go, take him first, because like he's in a he has like limited time. I'm fine.
Yeah, you're being a very courteous person.
And I saw they were walking. I saw they were working very slow. This staff was not on it.
You could tell by the time you were ready to order that they sucked.
They're moving really slow. Yeah,
so
no one's in a rush. So I say tell this guy to go, and he goes. Then he goes. I got an hour for lunch. It's fine. And I was like, no, dude. Like I'm on no schedule, so go ahead. So he just goes, okay, like kind of like that, dismissive. And then he gets there and he orders his like chicken sandwich thing or whatever, and he gets his on a roll, right?
Yeah.
So they start cutting the roll, and I go, hey man, he goes, do you remember when Subway, like back in the day, they used to cut the V into the thing, and then they would put it on top, a little hat. They would cut the, and he just goes, dude, he looks over at me and just like sizes up my fat body, and he goes, yeah, I wouldn't know. That's what he said. And then when they put my tuna, I go, yeah, I wanted the wrap hot, and she goes, we don't heat up tuna. I go, nah, yeah, they do. And she goes, we don't. And then, $5.50 or whatever the price was. She just said, but I just chumped me right out of the store.
Wait, so he just said, I wouldn't know that.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know.
He's like, he makes it seem like he goes, yeah, this is like a once in a blue moon for me, but,
Subway's gross and only gross people eat it. Don't touch me, urchin.
Yeah, dude. He chumped me out. Then, my very last day, Saturday.
Oh, I thought he was going to continue outside. I was like, this guy, that guy sucks. That guy does sucks. And I will say, to your credit, 100% your credit, those are two wonderful small talk ways to start. So don't be mad. You picked the right play. They just suck. Because I'm now that I'm getting my small talk back, I kind of have to go back over my form, how I lead into stuff. But I'm going to kind of.
I'll tell you this about Buffalo too.
You're throwing haymakers.
Well, I got my third example coming, and I'd also like to tell you, Dan, when it comes to Buffalo, get your Ubers really early. Get them early, because nightly I had at least a cancellation. Twice they drove. 2 of the nights they drove the wrong direction completely. Like just couldn't follow the. And they'll keep saying words like, "Wow, these roads are closed down here," but I don't think it's what it was. And they were a little.
Oh, dude, I busted Veter on that. Veter gave me a ride home from LaGuardia because I wasn't going back to Queens. I was coming to Katie's. So Veter he parked near LaGuardia, so we went and got his car. And I was watching the GPS, and he took the wrong turn, and so it recalculated. And then he did it again, and we were heading like towards Long Island. We're like going the wrong way, and he goes, it's fucking all this construction around. I was like, there's 2 wrong turns. I saw both wrong turns, dude. He started laughing. He's like, fuck, all right. I was like, I walked
working on the signs back there.
Yeah, but he totally leaned into the construction thing. He was like, man, you really fucking fixed up these roads. I was like, no. I watched 2 reroutings.
Damn potholes sent us 180 the wrong way. The Ubers takes fucking forever, both nights. And but wait, it's no exaggeration, a 6-minute ride.
It's very close.
But I'm telling you, I left my hotel room at 6 or whatever, an hour early for every show.
Yeah,
and I'm telling you, I never walked into the show earlier than like 10 minutes before the show.
That's fucking Crazy.
One of them was like right at showtime and everything. It was like an hour to get there. Like just because
one guy just takes you to Rochester and he's like, there you go.
But the last guy I get in the car, Asian fella, has the full arm. You can call it either the stain tattoo or the Dusk Till Dawn George Clooney.
Yeah, up the neck.
Not up the neck, but just the whole arm with like the big swooping tribals.
Okay.
And I got in the car and I go, I got to give him a code. And for some reason, I have to give a code. Anybody call in and let us know if that code has something to do with a Mama Bad.
No, it doesn't. Because Jay, I have to do a code with Uber. It's just a thing they're doing now because there were a lot of people taking the wrong ride.
Sure, it makes sense to me. But
I had twice someone got in. Once when I was leaving Billions in Brooklyn, someone just got in my car and started going, and I was like, hey, I'm not in there. And it was like, estimated time of arrival. And you're like, I'm not even in the car. And then I wrote, because they charged me for the ride. I canceled on my phone and then wrote an email to Uber like, hey, I got charged. And they were like, all right, we'll credit you back. And then ever since then, I've had to give a code when I get in the car.
Yeah, I have to give a code also. But this guy gave him the code. And then I go, dude, fucking really cool tattoo, man. And he just goes, yeah. And just never spoke to me the rest of the ride again. I'm like, yo,
cool.
Fuck the people of Buffalo, except the comedy fans.
Except the fans.
The shows, I really did have a blast, and that staff fucking rules.
Yeah, it's a great club. It's one of my favorite clubs to go to. I'm excited to go there this Thursday through Saturday, but I really think it's everyone's. We all got to learn how to small talk again, or maybe people just stop doing it. Maybe we're just dinosaurs.
You're right. You built me with confidence in this conversation. I'm not going to eat any of this shit on that. Those were all fucking fantastic starting points.
Jay, the places we could go if someone opened it up, the Bennifer comment alone, I would have a new friend in Buffalo. I'd be like,
you're like Bennifer, right? And you go, what are the... by the way, there's a pretty cool moment there of, oh shit, what are the odds? I have two different orders, Ben and Jennifer, and Bennifer is happening again currently as we speak.
And what a fun joke to make.
And it's like,
there you go. Who do you got? Who's your next round? Mark and Anthony? All right. Yeah, I'm Jay. I'm going to be at Helium all weekend. You guys are best friends. That's how
anywho, man, what are you doing, man?
What'd you get, the enchiladas? I got the Verde. Looking like it's going to be a little spice, a little picante.
Spice-alone. And then, the Remember When Subway cut. I wasn't talking about something from the 40s, man. It was in this guy's lifetime. He came there and ordered a very specific chicken sandwich that he gets a lot. Fuck it.
You know what you should have? I'm gonna Monday morning quarterback this.
Mm-hmm.
But when what was the exact line? Hit me with the line, and I'm gonna tell you what you should have said back.
Wait, with his line?
Yeah, you give me his line, and I'm gonna give you what you should have said.
Oh,
all right, go. Remember, and then I'll lead you in. And then, just be on the top, like a little hat.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Must be nice. Kid still got it. Kid still got it.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
That's still calling myself fat.
No.
Must be nice to not have to be at Subway all the time because you don't have a food problem.
No, I was taking it because he was looking down on the food. And I was saying, those of us that vape Subway our whole life, sometimes it was a necessity.
No, that's not how I would have taken it. You got to understand, he was sort of calling me fat and saying that's why I know fat person things like the old bread cuts of Subway.
You go,
and then I would have said, it must be. And he goes, I wouldn't know. So I go, must be nice to not be fat and know these things.
Yeah. Do you know in certain cultures we're actually revered for our size?
Fucking nailed it.
Do you know that
I would be a king in Uganda?
Do you understand that in certain countries in Central America they call us taste oracles? And you wouldn't know this.
My size would show wealth in some countries.
I could tell you the slightest differences in mayonnaises.
This is Hellman's all day. Get it out of here.
Dude, it's clear that Schumer doesn't have any comics that are close friends with her to not tell her to pull that trigger on that fucking mayonnaise commercial. You're like,
oh yeah, that was
don't
rough,
don't do the Super Bowl mayonnaise commercial.
I mean,
everyone's like, do it, girl. You're gonna kill it. You're like, hey. Don't do it. Don't do it. You don't need cash.
Hey, I'm Big J. Okerson for internment camps.
Hey. Hi, I'm Dan Soder for Loud Whiny Fags. And I complain about, hey, it's Daddy Issues Dan.
I'm Big J for chocolate covered bacon.
Dude, you leaving Buffalo. I shall. I'm going to tell you this right now, Buffalo.
Today.
I'm going on a small talk revenge. I'm going to stop in at all the local shops. I'm going to carry Veter with me from stop to stop, but I'm going to get revenge for you. What's the deal with Mulaney and Olivia Munn, huh?
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
John
man,
Mulaney is dating Olivia Munn now.
Is he really?
You know. Yeah, he got out of rehab and got divorced and was like,
damn, what a confident dude.
oh my God.
Such a dweeby guy. He must have a fucking hammer. What was
Well,
he in
he's
rehab
bu-
for?
he's
He went back
probably
to drugs?
I think he was drinking and doing drugs again.
Man, the fucking
pussy.
before publicly gushed about John Mulaney before divorce announcement. Wow, idiot. She's hot. I always thought she liked Christine to me, but she seems like dumb as a knob.
And not terrifically, Olivia Munn is in love, it seems, and not terrifically discreet about it. This is page 6. Despite the fact that the news had yet to break that her new boyfriend, John Mulaney, was set to divorce his wife for 6 years, that has to suck if you're John Mulaney's wife. And Olivia Munn's like, I am in love with John Mulaney. And she's like, that's crazy, so am I. What's up? What's going on? He's like, when you're dating a hot girl, when you're still married to your wife, the love of your life,
Yo, first of all, John Mulaney is hanging out. His girlfriend was gushing while she was at dinner with her friends. Carly. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah. Social personality Amanda Carney and comic Esther Pavitsky. And she was making it clear to the group she's very into him.
Oh, what a gross scene.
The group
Fucking Andy
also hit the
Letterman's out in that
comedy.
scene.
Yeah, the group also hit the Comedy Store together after dinner, we're told. So they just went by the store. Man, if you're
Olivia Munn's
Mulaney's
hot.
wife, that's gotta really fucking hurt. Like if
I'll find out.
if like Chris Hemsworth was gushing about Katie, I'd be like, "What's up? what's
Oh
going
yeah, I
on?"
met Chris Hemsworth. It's been kind of a whirlwind. I forgot to call you, but I need you out like now. I need you out like yesterday, dude. Thor's coming over.
Chris Hemsworth was at dinner gushing about Katie and her dog Myrtle. I go, what's going
Come
on?
again? Dude, don't go about Myrtle. You might fight Thor for Myrtle.
Dude, I'll fight the god of thunder. I'll rip through him.
Hell
I'll
yeah,
fucking
you will.
Zeus his ass. Don't you fucking come at me for Myrtle.
Fucking fart in his face like you're Loki. Big
take
brother
Kate-
his ass.
Yeah, you take Katie and Myrtle. I'll come for you. He's also playing Hulk Hogan in a new biop, which Todd Phillips is doing.
Really?
Yeah, he got like super jacked. Or
Chris Hemsworth?
Chris
He's in full
Hemsworth.
He was
training
already
for
super
Thor
jacked.
now. He's full training for Thor now, man.
But I think he filmed he might have done the Todd Phillips movie. Probably not during quarantine, but he was set. It's set like
Todd Phillips just making a Hulk Hogan movie?
Yeah, Todd Phillips is, which is going to be awesome. I think it's going to be one of those like the Dick Cheney movie that Adam McKay did,
Yeah.
where it's like not a total suck piece. It's more like it's a whole. See right here.
Oh, is
We'll
it going
tweet
to
it
be
out
dark?
to
Is it going to be
Bonfire
dark,
Excellence.
though?
I don't know. I hope so. Oh, it's a Netflix.
That's all right.
But Todd Phillips is fucking awesome.
Hey, brother.
I told my agent when they said that, I was like, legit, I'll do 2 cycles of steroids to play Macho Man.
You think you're going to get there in 2 cycles, dude?
Dude, I
Tell
don't
you what,
know.
that was
You're
pretty
gonna be my
confident.
coach. You're my
Oh,
coach.
does this mean you're in? Dude,
well-
Dan, don't fucking dick tease me like that, dude. I
Well,
already talked to my step pop already, dude. I'm
Is there a
amped.
role? I'm saying, is there a role for me at the other side of this, playing arguably the greatest professional wrestler of all time, Macho
Yeah,
Man?
I'll do the biopic of Macho Man.
No, I want to do the one with Todd Phillips. No, Jay. Jay,
That hurt my
you
feelings
guys
more than I
can't
thought
see-
it was going to hurt. That hurt my feelings more than I thought it was going to hurt.
Jay, I told you steroids are a very sensitive subject, and it can only be for one mission.
No, you could do steroids to work with Todd Phillips. You won't do steroids to be in my Macho Man biopic? Written
What-
by, surprise, you.
Okay, well, I didn't know it was a team effort, and the answer to that is I'm already juicing.
I'm just EP and directing and somehow supplying some sort of Silk Road of steroids to us all.
At the end, once we make it all, they're like, dude, you know that Jay got shut down? They're like, for what? He goes, the insane amount of anabolic steroids he had at his house.
Dude, the guy had 15 computers going at once, just dark webbing it.
Dark webbing it. He was making his own Bitcoin. It got fucking weird.
Constant
No.
phone ringing.
Sorry, hold on. I got to get a pump in. I'm fucking freaking out right now.
Oh.
You just have a pull-down machine in your office so you can just do tricep pull-down.
Guys, I'm getting a major bag alert. Okay.
Major bag.
Oh, shit, dude.
Guys, looks like the Texas Rangers need a whole dosage of some of my Tijuana sweet. Oh, let Fell Dog sing us out. We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire.
You were only waiting for this moment to be free.
The Bennington Show.
Today, dude. Thor's coming over.
Chris Hemsworth was at dinner gushing about Katie and her dog Myrtle. I go, what's going
Come
on?
again? Dude, don't go about Myrtle. You might fight Thor for Myrtle.
Dude, I'll fight the God of Thunder. I'll rip through him.
Hell
I'll
yeah,
fucking
you will.
Zeus his ass. Don't you fucking come at me for Myrtle.
Fucking fart in his face like you're Loki. Big
take
brother
Kate-
his ass.
Yeah, you take Katie and Myrtle. I'll come for you. He's also playing Hulk Hogan in a new biop, which Todd Phillips is doing.
Really?
Yeah, he got like super jacked. Or
Chris Hemsworth?
Chris
He's in
Hemsworth.
full
He was
training
already
for
super
Thor
jacked.
now. He's full training for Thor now, man. He's
But I
ripped
think
now.
he filmed he might have done the Todd Phillips movie, probably not during quarantine, but he was set. It's set like I.
Todd Phillips is making a Hulk Hogan movie?
Yeah, Todd Phillips is, which is going to be awesome. I think it's going to be one of those like the Dick Cheney movie that Adam McKay did,
Yeah.
where it's like not a total suck piece. It's more like it's a whole. See right here.
Oh, is
We'll
it
tweet
going
it
to be
out
dark?
to
Is it going to be
Bonfire
dark,
Excellence.
though?
I don't know. I hope so. Oh, it's a Netflix.
That's all right.
But Todd Phillips is fucking awesome.
Hey, brother.
I told my agent when they said that, I was like, legit, I'll do 2 cycles of steroids to play Macho Man.
You think you're going to get there in 2 cycles, dude?
Dude, I
Tell you
don't
what,
know.
that was
You're
pretty
gonna be my
confident.
coach. You're my
Oh,
coach.
does this mean you're in? Dude,
well-
don't tease Dan. Don't fucking dick tease me like that, dude.
Well, is
I
there-
already talked to my step pop already, dude. I'm
Is there a
amped.
role? I'm saying, is there a role for me at the other side of this, playing arguably the greatest professional wrestler of all time, Macho
Yeah,
Man?
I'll do the biopic of Macho Man.
No, I want to do the one with Todd Phillips. No, Jay. Jay,
That hurt my
you
feelings
guys
more than I
can't
thought
see-
it was going to hurt. That hurt my feelings more than I thought it was going to hurt.
Jay, I told you steroids are a very sensitive subject, and it can only be for one mission.
No, you could do steroids to work with Todd Phillips. You won't do steroids to be in my Macho Man biopic. Written
What-
by, surprise, you.
Okay, well, I didn't know it was a team effort, and the answer to that is I'm already juicing.
I'm just EP and directing and somehow supplying some sort of Silk Road of steroids to us all.
At the end, once we make it all, they're like, dude, you know that Jay got shut down? They're like, for what? He goes, the insane amount of anabolic steroids he had at his house.
Dude, the guy had 15 computers going at once, just dark webbing it.
Dark webbing it. He was making his own Bitcoin. He got fucking weed.
Constant phone ringing.
Sorry. Hold on. I got to get a pump in. I'm fucking freaking out right now.
Oh.
You just have a pull-down machine in your office so you can just do tricep pull-down.
Guys, I'm getting a major bag alert. Okay.
Major bag.
Oh, shit, dude.
Guys, looks like the Texas Rangers need a whole dosage of some of my Tijuana sweet. Oh, let Fell Dog sing us out. We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire.
You were only waiting for this moment to be free.
The Bennington Show.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
that speech as the weight keeps increasing, man.
Yeah, he goes.
And we say it's
Like
not
as
from
a
scratch.
doctor, how do you keep that optimism in your voice when you're
Well, especially like I
Your
said,
patient-
she's not even starting from scratch every time. It's not like you're maintaining this weight. You have to. She's putting on 20 some pounds. So they're like, not only are we not starting from scratch, we're starting with substantially worse already.
Every
Yeah.
single one of his Zoom calls starts with a heavy, heavy sigh, where he just goes, bloop. Hey,
doctor.
so it turns out you put on the weight of a small child in a week. That's the opposite direction we're trying to go.
There's got to be a point where the first day you look in the mirror and you see that your forehead just has a fat pocket on it. And you're like, okay, that wasn't
You know,
there yesterday.
Looks like now I'm cheese stuffed. Touching it, you go, uh-oh. Someone just got more cooked with cheese.
Someone browned me.
I feel so bad for them, but man, oh man, I was discussing like Jay, like how the producers on set,
Yeah.
because they just kind of have to say, I guess, well, yeah, if you want to eat that pizza, we'll shoot it.
Yeah,
Jacob.
I mean,
Jacob.
I bet they set it
have
up,
to-
dude. They set it up.
Yeah.
For
Jacob,
Yeah.
if it would cure her and get her down to a reasonable living size, would you have sex with her at the way she looks right now?
but you have to
Jacob.
finish
No,
in
don't
her.
put her.
Your cum.
Her life is on my.
But
don't-
Her
Jacob-
life is on your hands, dude.
Jacob,
No.
Mr. Lebowski told me to tell you this. So I'm going to say it again. Her life is in your hands. Her life is in your hands, dude. But Jacob, you would have to finish in her, and then it would start melting away, like when you put hot water on ice.
That's true. But here's the thing: don't worry. You're going to be coming in what you believe to be in her. But I promise you, you haven't broken through labia, even probably.
Yeah, you're going to think you're interstellar, but really you're just high thigh.
Honestly, you're yeah. What did I say? You're titty fucking her thighs at that point. But you gotta fucking. Buddy, I'm telling you, you'd have to save her. You'd be saving her life.
And what if she melts? What if she
has
melts?
a boyfriend who's hysterical
What?
because he basically says they interview him on camera because the sister hates him because he keeps bringing back food he likes to eat. He's like thin as a rail, and he's like, "Well, look, man, I'm not giving up snacks just because she's not allowed to eat them."
Jacob, it was a good head fake you just
The
gave right
guys-
there. Jacob, you gave a good head fake to throw us off the scent onto the boyfriend.
But my answer is no.
Oh,
You wouldn't save a life with your wiener.
wow.
You have to have you have to want to live. You
Yeah.
can't put it on me.
No.
Right.
But it
Like
would.
she's her whole. She has to get down to a certain.
First of all,
weight
Jacob,
so that
I-
she can get the surgery.
I'm not putting it on you, and do not let her put it on you. If and when this thing happens, you are going to have to be on top. You let her put it on you, Jacob, you are going to vanish, bro.
Dude, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see
You are going to be gone ski.
But it might be a cool way to go, like being swallowed by the sea.
Oh, that's true. That would be a good way to go.
Yeah, you
And then
just
there's always like a print, like in concrete, of your body and her torso.
And I would guess that her snacks do smell like sweet tasting things, or her skin smells like sweet tasting snacks.
It's
So when you're
everything
just
you
when
shouldn't
it's in your nose and mouth, it just smells like you're getting suffocated by a Doritos bag.
If you were fucking her and whatever you're grabbing feels like sweaty ham.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like fucking.
You're-
Like left out ham.
Oh, sweaty Subway ham.
Yeah,
Just all over you.
condensation ham. Every part of her feels that way.
Yeah, it'd be like you're grabbing a mushy cookie dough that smells like wet ham.
Damn.
But
I'm
if
gonna
you
have to
finish,
pass.
but if
Would you do it,
finish-
Black Lou? Would you do it, Black Lou? Shit, Black Lou would do it for a fucking free apartment in Mississippi. Where'd you stay? Where the fuck was it?
in Missouri. You know, Jay, I've always been a healer.
Yeah.
I like to help people. You know
You know
I was
what?
an EMT before this, so I would really have to want to save her life.
Goddamn right. That's why you got an honorary doctorate from Hillman University.
Well, dude,
DJ Lou would too.
I think
DJ
there
Lou's
are-
a humanitarian, Jacob. You're a selfish mountain person. That's your problem. You don't care about people.
I can't do that, man. I'm sorry.
I think I can speak for
Dan.
Dan. I think I can speak for Dan when I say he says yes, and can I kiss her?
yes, yes, deep kiss. I'm talking about. I mean,
Dude, between my gun and her forehead, if she tried to suck my dick, I'll tell you she honestly wouldn't get within 7 inches of touching it with her mouth.
Step one.
that's like when I hold Myrtle back with a leash and she's trying to eat something on the street. She'd be
Yeah,
like,
we're bumper cars, dude. We're fucking bumper cars.
but then if we just switched one of you to the side, it would lock in.
And then she's not getting free.
Yeah.
And then it's skull fuck city, bud.
Woo!
1,000-pound sisters, nothing makes her barf.
I want to see this boyfriend. I want to see this boyfriend who refuses to
I'll
stop.
pull the audio for you about him refusing to not bring home snacks, and the doctor. It's the best.
The doctor.
Well, bring up
He's
the
the
boyfriend.
funniest guy.
There's got to be something of the boyfriend. We can
I just want to
see
see
now.
what he looks like because I know skinny white trash dudes can really rock with some large ladies.
Was he in jail before? This happens a lot.
That's him.
Oh,
Is it?
come on, man.
So
It's
yeah,
a black-
he's way older than
yeah,
her,
older black dude.
and she gets some kind of social security or something that he just. I tell you what, for whatever reason, I didn't picture it being a black guy.
Me neither.
Jerry
I had
is his name.
100%.
He's great.
Gary?
He's the fun. Jerry. He's the funniest guy on the show because he's just is not helping at all.
Who's that? That's the husband of the other one.
That's yeah. I think her name is Amy. The one who did get the
hot
bathroom
one?
surgery. Yeah,
The hot
that's
sister?
her husband. That's
That
her
looks
husband.
that they look like peripheral characters from Lord of the Rings.
They really
And
do.
Amy just had a. She just had a kid also.
Did she cook it?
Yeah. I mean that's fucking light work for her, right? Carrying only what, 6 to 7 pounds?
Do you believe that the listen? Obviously, they do. Do you believe this black dude Jerry bangs her?
I think it happened.
She's got to be just riddled with sores and shit.
But that's the fun part. Like a crawfish, you get to pick the meat out.
Oh my God! I would do it though if it saved her life. I'm not like you, Jacob. You monster.
Yeah, you selfish monster.
How the fuck do you treat people like that?
What about Jerry? I mean,
Jerry
Would you
rules.
fuck
I'm
Jerry?
between them.
Yeah.
I'm not coming between them.
No, Jerry's into it, man.
Jerry knows. Jerry knows that you can heal, that you're a healer.
How about you don't have to fuck her, Jacob? You have to let her eat food off your naked body, like a fucking
like a
one of those-
model at a sushi place.
yeah, like a
How's
sushi
that gonna
table
help?
lady. How's it going to help?
Yeah.
Because you'll be presenting her healthy foods. What you're going to
Yeah.
be bringing her is low carb, high protein shit.
We're gonna have all healthy alternatives all over your body.
Oh, fucking these vegan fig balls that are just taste just like cookies, if you believe it.
Yeah, if you love it, check this out. This is peanut butter, but it's healthy.
Yeah. How about?
We'll get her to lick peanut butter off your nuts like a large dog.
But not peanut butter, sunflower butter, buddy.
Oh, there it is. Zero
You're turning her
oil.
life around. You're turning her life
will.
around.
I will say though, her doctor is the opposite of the intervention people that were trying to.
He never gives
that
up.
bailed on that. He never gives up on her.
Yeah.
Every time he talks to her, she's got more. She put on more
Yeah.
weight, and he's got to keep saying, "Well, you
Well,
know
he's
what,
trying to stay on
today-
TV.
He's trying to stay on TV, and he also sees how much time is left when he watches her balloon up.
Yeah, actually, ethically, Jacob, he should remove himself and say like somebody else needs she needs actually more help than I can give her.
He goes,
He's
"I was
actually
too
not
nice."
a good doctor. He's being way too nice to say. I guess we'll start over. Like no, it's like she might need to be like fucking like. I mean, listen. Unfortunate thing is, it's not illegal. No one can stop you from eating yourself to death. I don't think anybody would even see that as like a mental thing. But that lady's got a mental problem. Yeah. I mean, literally and figuratively, she has a mental problem, and then she also has like, her head is fucking filled with fat. That's got to do something. She got a Google eye from it and shit. That's wild.
Yeah, dude, that's the amount of weight gain where you're like, come on, kick out. You can't keep going that way.
Dude,
Well, the
Jerry's
cliffhanger
dick,
so far
Jerry's
was
dick
she
must be
can't-
2 feet long and swirl around like a pig's tail. Because I'm
It's-
telling you, that thing's got to be a corkscrew to get into that mess.
It's a heat sinking dick where it just you stick it in and it starts looking for the heat source.
It's like fucking mashed potatoes, man. Everything stays where you push it. You know what I mean? Everything you push around just stays.
What if you met Jerry and you're like, Jerry, do you really love her? It's like, man, you
I
ever
would
want
love
to
to
fuck a
get Jerry on the
waterbed
show.
that was covered in skin?
Now, you know how people get you with stuff like that there? You go to Jerry, you'll go, Jerry, what's going on, man? Like, you really in this? He goes, yeah. He goes, I'm just not superficial, man. Like, on the inside, she's like a fucking fantastic person, and she's been there for me, and I want to be there for her. And you go, Jerry, I wasn't expecting that. Honestly, didn't think you would be black, and I didn't see that coming either. You have been throwing me curveballs all day, Jerry.
You really get it, buddy. You really get it, Jerry.
What, dude?
How's
Yeah,
the
she's got a problem,
sex
okay?
going?
Yes, sure, she has a problem, but you know the person she is inside?
Do you understand who she's helped throughout her life? And you're like, man, I didn't even look at it like that.
Do you ever think maybe there's a reason that she does this to herself? Maybe there's a lot of self-hate for something that's not her fault. And you're like,
Do you know what it's like to watch
Jerry,
your sister?
I thought-
And you go, Jerry, Jesus.
But that's not Jerry. Jerry's going to be like, I'm going to go feed that fat bitch ranch chips.
he goes, if she doesn't want to swallow it, I just punch her in one of her guts.
Yeah. You know the secret of my milkshakes? Mayonnaise.
Man, that's got to be a thing too. Where if you're just in a fight, he can run away. He can always run away so fast.
Oh, buddy, he could fucking like he could crab walk away.
He's just walking back slowly. He's like, fuck you, I'm crab walking out of here. She's like,
he can go fucking. He could exorcist walk away. First, he can figure out how to do that, and then actively do it in the time it would take her to get up. I bet her getting out of a chair is for us, at least. Do you know what I mean?
If she lost all of that weight
and put it in her ass, she'd be J-Lo.
Oh,
if you want to be my figure, well, Bennifer's back. Oh, how you doing?
But how much is that skin surgery? Because that would be a ridiculous amount of skin to get rid of.
Depends what you want to do with it.
They'll pay for it, though.
Yeah.
The show will easily pay for it if she gets to it.
Oh, I thought you meant Eskimos would pay for it to insulate their igloos.
There you go. That's a whole Inuit summer. That's a whole Inuit winter.
The rest, I've used her old boobs to make boots for ice fish.
We actually have 26 words for her.
That's the setup on the show. As long as they can humiliate you for a season, they'll pay for the lap dance surgery if you make it.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty American.
Well, she's not making it. She's not making it.
No.
What do they have to get down to get the surgery?
Well, I can't remember. Like Tammy was when the show started, like 609.
Jesus.
And she was supposed to lose like 100 pounds or something.
I ask questions like this. And maybe it sounds stupid. I don't know. Little to nothing about what's going on inside the human body and the attachments and how things stay in place and all that.
Well, the foot bone connected to the. Start going through that.
When she's that level of fat,
yeah,
right. Like here's the thing. Like at my level of fat, like in all like realness, I was like, I'm sure they could like sculpt stuff like that, but it's like. I can see where what I would worry about is like, what are they taking out? Where are they taking it from? And all that shit. Like this lady, they can just open her up. Like, why can't they legitimately cut 300 pounds off of her? How would they do that and not be touching her? She has to have like fucking just big, like when Dr. Pimple Popper takes out a lipoma. How come you can't just take it out like that?
Because there's blood rushing to it. It's part of your body. So it's like, it's meat on you.
Man,
you're
the smart one.
Too heavy
show,
for
dude.
the surgery.
No,
like her
not at
heart
all.
couldn't take it.
Yeah.
That's
you can't
why
drop
she
them
has
down
to-
like that.
No, I understand. I get the lap band surgery. I assumed it was actual, like, physically inability to do it. I'm saying almost just like, why couldn't you like?
Oh, I'm sure there's
like cut off and cauterize 300 pounds off her.
Dude, I'm guessing, yeah, because I don't think you just take a fucking rib cut or a fucking round cut. Like, fucking, you know.
I'm saying lay her sideways, dude. And fucking just buzzsaw straight through.
Strip steaker, dude. Fucking strip steaker.
Fillet this bitch.
Down to a fucking sexy size for Jerry.
The impact of George Harrison's revolutionary rock sound still reverberates.
Immerse yourself in his timeless music with commentary from guitar greats,
Stories from fans,
and tracks handpicked by celebrity guest DJs.
Celebrate George Harrison's birthday all week.
On the Beatles channel, Sirius XM 18.
And anytime in the SXM app.
Free with all trials and popular plans.
Just search George Harrison.
SaveOnPIE.com.
I can't give all the parties away, but it was. I was just a tag along to this world I didn't know existed except in the movies. It was like really for multimillionaires.
Yeah.
It was like a very rich person's apartment complex, and each floor was a different thing. The top floor, he had like four levels. The top floor was a strip club. The bottom was a gambling place.
Who's this Gatsby fella?
The one before, the floor below that was tailoring. Like you could get a suit made. You could go get a tailored suit, and then have it made while you were
and then you could go put it on and bust in it during a fucking lap dance.
But
this was an Italian man. This was an Italian man?
This was in the city. No.
It was not a WAP.
No.
It says WAP written all over it, but all right.
He goes, I swear to God, I ever make good, I'm going to have levels of different shit. On one
Very
levels,
Wall
it's just
Street.
pastas. On the next, it's just suits.
There you go, Dan. Dude,
we're going to have to bleep that out.
It's the CEO of this company.
Jacob, were you able to ejaculate out of your penis up there?
I didn't. Look. I mean, I haven't got. I did not because like it was not a booth. I'll tell you. So it was out in the open. It was just the most expensive. Like the couches alone must have cost $30,000.
When you walked up
And
there
were the most beautiful strippers you've ever seen. So and they were they were not regular strippers. And the one
They were tranny strippers?
the guys that they were dancing to were very Wall Street money. I have money to burn type of guys, and they were not nice to them.
Oh, really?
So the girl that was talking to me, I don't know what this says about my personality. I watched the dance she gave to the Wall Street guy right before me, and she was trying to be nice and talk with him while she was really rubbing into him.
And you rescued her. You saved her afterwards.
I remember the
Captain
guy said,
Save-A-Ho.
"Hey, babe, you want a little less yapping?"
Oh,
really?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
He goes, you're
fuck.
doing a lot of this and not enough down here.
That was exactly it, Dan. And so I think she was.
They
I don't know
liked
what
you
this
because
says
you were
about
nice.
Yeah, I was.
Jacob.
And
Don't feel bad about that, buddy. I got a beej at a bachelor party once because I was the one guy not treating the girl like shut up, show your fucking asshole, you whore.
Well, Jacob also walked up on the top floor in I fell off the Titanic and all I got was his t-shirt. And everyone else is in Armani. And she's like, this guy seems nice.
Jacob's wearing a tuxedo top.
Yeah, he goes, I'm just here for the finger foods. And she's all like,
Jane,
I'll
you've
make
never-
you come.
They probably thought you were like a tech billionaire.
they knew I was
Who's
a
this
tag-along.
autistic guy?
Yeah, how'd you
They
get
knew
there?
I was a tag along. I was with somebody who was friends with him.
You're like,
I
have you
didn't
ever
know
heard
what I
about
was getting
sharks?
Yeah.
She just started telling me she was gorgeous and cool. Like you could tell I think this was really not her regular gig.
No, I bet you it is,
I'm
Jacob.
a sucker for believing that.
You are,
Yeah.
Jacob. I
might
bet
be
you it
wrong.
is. Let me tell you why. I'm not saying she wasn't like a metropolitan ballerina.
Was.
People that are fortunate. I think the reason why the Juilliard flute player girl was such a fucking mess. I mean, she was a mess. Like, no one knows who she is. So like I say, like she's one of those like fucked several, I believe, at least one, if not more than one, of her like teachers. In college, the people that chaperone these international trips and shit, and like,
Dude, that's got to be
just fucked a lot of people.
When you're one of those chaperones and you catch word of her, they're like, just be careful for her. When you guys are in Paris, just look out.
But I'm saying, but I'm saying
It's
she
a
was.
dream, dude.
But the reason they're wild is because most of their life, like exactly, if you look at her, there's pictures of her like wearing the most professional horse riding equipment, and like, when she's like 8 years old. So it's like they just live that life of that structure and everything. That they're like when they turn 18, they're like, wait, I can get drunk at this place and just suck off whoever I want here. It's just like it's making their own decisions.
Damn.
I've never seen one. She wasn't messed up though. Like I honestly had
Here you go, Jacob. Is why Jacob falls in love.
Jacob's white knighting this
I was so in
lying
love.
stripper.
Hey, Luke, can you cue up Pretty Woman, please?
No, she's
taken her away from
different.
it.
Yeah,
she's
dude, you could've
different.
saved
I'm just
her.
saying,
No.
she
Listen,
didn't
here's what
seem-
happened that night. Here's the thing. Somebody kidnapped their father and held him at gunpoint and said that if you don't strip tonight and really look like you like it, we're going to kill your father. And I think they released him the next day. It was the last day she ever did it.
I saw this exact movie on Lifetime called Trapped Model, and I think this is exactly it. I think she was.
Jacob, did you close your eyes and go in for the kiss at any point?
No, I at the end of the conversation, she was telling me all about herself, and I'm a good listener.
Did you give her money?
Eventually, she
Jacob,
said, "Do you want
did
to
you give her
dance?"
money? Did you give her money?
For the dance?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I had to pay her. Yeah,
Of course you do, Jacob.
Not pay her. I felt bad. Yeah,
There's the
I feel like
rub.
Why didn't you say I respect you too much with that story that I'd rather not, like I'd rather get to know you outside of
No,
here?
she definitely wanted the money, but she wanted to talk to me.
Jacob, I got to tell you, I was
It
at.
wasn't all about the dance, Shane.
No, I understand. I went to Hooters recently, and the waitress really liked me. She even sat at the table while she took my order.
Hey,
So, I
Shane,
mean,
can I
it's
ask?
different, you know.
Did she call you
Shane,
cutie?
I don't mean to be
Oh,
too
you said that as
invasive.
a
Did she
joke, and
touch?
I totally bought it. Oh.
I'll
Did she
tell you,
touch the back of your arm?
dude. I will.
Yes, Dan, obviously.
Can I tell you something? And ask Justin Silver and Josh Adam Myers have both, I think, been to a Hooters with me, and Kurt Metzger on the road. And I will tell you, ask them. I tell them not to sit down. I don't want the whole thing. I go, I'm bummed I'm eating here. The food sucks. It's just convenient.
Well, the
and
food's
it's like,
great. How dare you?
No,
I've
it ain't.
stiff-armed them, Jay, right at the table. Right as they walk up, I go, listen, I'm just going to order, and we can just do this.
Yeah, I'm like, please don't sit down and call me cutie. I'll tip you. It's fine.
I've told you that story. When I was 16, I got fucking horrible diarrhea because I tried to impress a Hooters waitress by being like, give me the 911 wings. And she was like,
give me everything you got, bitch.
And then I ate it. We were supposed to go to a house party. And I was like, guys, I got to pull over. We went to this gas station. I just shit my brains out. My friends bought me a Pepto-Bismol, and I had to walk home.
Here's Abysmal. Get out of here.
Yeah, dude.
I've never. Again, to me, I've said it 1,000 times, but Hooters, to me, the reason I don't even want them to sit down. I'm telling you, if there's some restaurant chain where when you choose to go there, the girls come out butt naked and sit spread eagle while they take your order and say, "I'll go and I'll stare at her pussy." Hooters is dumb to me. It's like it's Maxim magazine. It's fucking.
Sometimes you get.
It's the man show.
Me and my one friend took home some Hooters waitresses one night.
What?
Listen, absolutely. I'm not saying. I'm not
How did
arguing.
you do it?
I'm not arguing that. I'm saying if it's not going to happen like that for 9 out of 10 times, if not way more, 9.9 times out of 10, when you walk into a Hooters, that's not going to happen, and you still, I don't know, dealing with the stupid sit down thing.
Yeah, I'm about 1 for 50 at Hooters.
Yeah, but that's still,
Pretty
dude.
good.
That's
It's
more
good to
than
have.
everyone
Dude,
else.
Shane, it's baseball, not basketball. You're still getting into the Hall of Fame with 2 more. You're going to be Teddy Williams. Did you? What's up, Jacob?
No, I was just going to add to the one little thing I would say. I had no money, so I was at this millionaire strip club, and it was driving me nuts because I had to spend. I really didn't have that much money for the strip.
Can you tell us how much it cost?
But that one, the dance was like 40, and then
Not
I had
bad.
to tip on. And then I had to tip because I felt bad. Anyway.
What was the total you gave her?
At 60 for that.
Ooh. You tipped 50%?
Maybe.
Jacob,
Yeah.
that's why she told you
we
that
were
whole
we were
horseshit story.
connecting.
Yeah, Jacob, that's why she lied about being
No,
a
she
world
wasn't. It
famous
wasn't a
ballerina.
lie.
Yeah,
She goes.
I'm surprised she got through it without snickering.
She goes, I normally
they're
wouldn't
hard to
charge
me.
it, but I got to pay my babysitter. I have 3 kids. And I'm trying to get through med school.
It's
was
so
none of that.
crazy. My ex is just this violent alcoholic kickboxer, and
Have I-
it's just so.
It was just nuts that the money meant nothing to them. They were
His
spending
name was Manowar.
hundreds and or if not thousands of dollars, and I was like crying internally that I had to spend $60.
Oh.
Yeah, no, she was bullshitting you.
didn't have
The only, how dirty did she get in the dance? Because I will say the only girl that I drove when I used to do that driving job that was actually in med school and putting herself through med school, and she had a nice apartment, was the most dangerous stripper for me to take to bachelor parties because she did nothing.
Oh.
Like she didn't do anything. So this is a place where some of the girls will fuck for money, and then they won't say it over the phone though. So you're taking a grab bag. You know what I mean? So this girl didn't. Not only she didn't fuck, which is fine. I didn't. That was always skeevy anyway. But not only did she not fuck, she like the only thing you could do was like she'd pour beer down her tit into your mouth, but almost no touching beyond that, which is fine. I understand all the rules she had. It's just like being
Can
the
I ask
person
a
that
question?
the
Can I
person
ask
that
a
would
question?
enforce that. Yeah.
Well,
Would there be a way you could push her boobs together and then pour
Yeah,
the beer?
Dan, old Danny boy, dude. I know you. I know your tricks and your games.
Well, Dan, here it is. I hate to talk science with you right now, but it's fluid, so it's going to slide through wherever. You're going to lose too much of it.
I'm
Now,
just wondering if you
it's
can-
got to go down the front of the tit, and you put the nip in your mouth, and it bounces off the nip into your
That's
mouth.
a good trick. Get a little nipple in your mouth.
That's pretty cool.
Absolutely. But it was like I had to enforce a lot of rules on her when some girls were like, just only one finger at a time. Like, oh, you only one finger at a time inside of me.
What?
Hey, if you hear me say "ow" 5 times, that means stop.
Yeah.
how far Well, see, this place, it wasn't booths. They were like super
Jacob, let it go, dude. Good God.
No, I'm saying like how, because Jay asked how far you could take it, but you could grab, but I didn't because there were like people around.
Yeah,
but you only spent 70 fucking bucks.
Yeah, you're not gonna grab a boob.
I wanted to.
I actually just went to a strip club.
Oh, do you have that clean lip, please?
Yeah, I wanted
to.
The look out the window paired with the I wanted to.
There's nothing worse than going to a strip club and just because me and my friends were sitting like at the stage, and like when the girl like twerks in front of a guy on the other side of the stage, and all you can see is the guy's horny face.
Yeah,
just watching other men get horny.
Also,
that's why I don't like strip clubs. Yeah,
they're very uncomfortable.
Last time I went with Lewis, and it was that. It's like I sat there. That was actually my fun of the thing was sitting there.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. Yeah,
and I would just watch other people like interact, like when they get serious with black guys and some Hispanic guys can keep it pretty cool looking, even though they're fawning a bit. But the white guys who go there, who just don't even comb their hair and just wear hats and shit, like just fucking that. Those guys are the best.
I go full 80s metal video where I do a lot of fanning myself and a lot of like, I can't take this. I go over the top where I go, you're driving me crazy.
I told you about the smoking section at the one that I went to with Lewis. I went out to smoke cigarettes, and it was also where the strippers went to smoke. So they would keep working. They would keep working the guys outside, and I was telling you the guy that was like, she sat on his lap. She goes, "I could tell you have kids," and he was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "I have 2," and she goes, "2 girls," and he's like, "Oh, it's like you read my mind, girl." It's like when they're still trying to play it cool, and you just know she's working them. It's very fun to watch.
Yeah. I went with Beezer, and we were in Harrisburg, and this girl got off stage, and he was facing me, and the stairs were right behind him to the stage. So she was like walking off, and he was like, "Yo, she was so hot. She'll be dead in 2 weeks." She was right behind him.
Oh, Jesus.
I was like, "Yo, Beezer, chill, bro."
Yeah, she'll be dead in 2 weeks. There was fucking those fucking
dude. I drunkenly went to Tucson's. That was when I went to strip clubs. Was when I lived in Tucson. I'd go to TD's. I'd go to TD's East. There was one on
you
the
love titties, dude.
Yeah, and so
Jonah loves natural milks, dude.
Yeah.
So
really
I went,
does.
and I got blackout. And then I went to the strip club with like 3 of my friends, and I did the save a stripper thing where I was like, "You gotta get out of here. What are you doing?"
That's what everyone does.
And she's like, I live in Albuquerque, and I'm just like working here for the weekend. And I'm like, "You gotta get out of this. She's so beautiful." And she was like, "Well, let me get your phone number." And I was like, "Absolutely. Do you want to go get lunch tomorrow or something?"
There's nothing I want more.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, this is what love is. And then I went home, and I was laying on my couch, and around 3:45, I got 14 phone calls. And I picked up one of them, and she's like, "Hey, this is the stripper. I got kicked out of the place I'm staying. Can I sleep with you tonight?" And I was like, "No."
Oh, you
I know. I chickened.
Why did you say yes?
I don't know, dude. I was just like, I was asleep on my couch, and it happened, and I was like, "Nah,
what?"
nah. And I was like, "Hello?"
I get it. If I'm already laying down, dude, no chance.
Yeah, I was
you perk up for that in college?
Nah, maybe.
I was like 20. I think I was like 21 or 22.
Yeah,
I was just
still
like,
that age for sure.
But it was the way it was like her tone wasn't like, "Oh yeah." Her tone was like, "Hey, I'm mad and some shit happened and now I can't sleep there. Can I come sleep at your house?" I was like,
she's done something weird.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm in a lot of trouble. Can you help me? It's like,
that's exactly what it was.
No.
Hey, what are you doing right now? Do you got a gun? Because I'm in a jam.
Do you have shades in your place?
Yeah, I'm in a jam. And
How monitored are you?
Listen, I'm going to get there in a weird way. Just when I knock, open.
Oh, shit. Shh. Oh, shit, he's outside.
I'll tell you what, that's also...
Deborah's dead. Deborah's fucking dead.
Oh, my God, can I come over there, please? Can I come over there, please?
Please let me come over there. I'm so scared.
I had a couple friends who were big on the... on She Actually Likes Me from the stuff she said, not knowing that they're walking down the line saying the same exact thing. Glenn had one I don't know if it was the first time we ever went, but Glenn had it with one of the Asian sex prostitutes
Oh man.
on 15th and Calla Hill. He definitely gave her one of those, like, let me get you out of here. Like, let's get out of here.
Well, those girls, no, like those. A lot of them are like sex slaves, so they're probably like,
That's what I
holy
found
shit,
out, yeah.
please help.
Christmas came early. This
They
fucking
called it-
giant white
they
guy.
called
I bet they. I bet because of that same reason they get in a lot of trouble if they even like hear the like sort of fielding the idea.
Yo, I got to get you out of here. You got to come home with me. And she was like, please don't play with me. Please don't.
He goes, I got room for you at my place. What?
Not today. Don't play with my heart, John Rambo.
Not you. Not you.
Yeah, dude, that's got to. I know. I mean,
Yeah, it's not your fault. Not you. Not
She'll be
you.
dead. She'll be dead in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Let's take a break. We're hanging out with Shane Gillis. It's the Bonfire.
Think of it. I go water. I probably overdo it.
When I told you that story about when I worked at K-Rock and my program director, she had taken over from Hot 97, Tracy Clordy, and she was like, you say water weird. And I say water. And she goes, you're supposed to say water. You're supposed to say water. And I was like, why am I supposed to say it like that? She's like, say orange. And I went, orange? She's like, yeah, I don't need that kind of accent on my radio station. And I was like, what?
Is that real?
Yeah, that was a real thing. She didn't know she wanted to put me on air because I didn't have a thick New York accent.
I
was like,
she wanted you to say orange.
Yeah, and then everyone she tried to hire fucking sucked, and then they gave me a job. They were like, everyone fucking stunk on air because they were like, yo, bro, you want me to play this Incubus? We're going to fucking play Incubus in the Rage Against the Machine? They couldn't hit a post for shit.
I'm going to get a slice of pizza.
Yeah, you know, bro, my cousin's out here being a fucking slut. Anyways, here's 3 doors down with Superman.
Speaking of K-Rock, in the old K-Rock days, not a real good tie-in at all, I guess, but shout out to our friend, dude. Michael Che was on Stern today.
Hey, hell yeah, how'd it go?
I didn't hear the whole thing yet, but I mean, just from the get-go, man, he's just fucking smooth and cool, man. He just really he can't be bad at that thing. Like he told Howard in the same way he opened up to tell Howard what a big fan he was of him.
Yeah,
and still like handled himself very cool. Did you hear it all, Lou?
Just a little bit. Yeah, he sounded great though.
Sounded great.
Impressed with him. Yeah.
Yeah, and they liked him a lot. Yeah, it was really.
He's supposed to be on several times to plug that damn Michael Che out now on HBO Max.
Well, don't be mad at him, dude. His name's just Michael
It's
Che.
the name of the show, you silly goose. You snapping Cinderella.
Snap pussy. Clack, 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 clack.
The snapper.
Jump, jump, jump.
I get a lot of puss. It's so funny that now with the internet, you can just go back and find these movies. I was on, I think I was on Zach Amico's Spook Show, and I randomly brought up this movie that I watched when I was like 13 called I Was Once an Alien, like a teenage sex alien or something. And Zach immediately knew the movie in the year it came out. And it was like they brought it up on the internet. And I was like, damn, dude. I just remember seeing that movie at Justin Terry's house when I was like 8. And we were staying up to watch free HBO.
Maybe something fun you could do on the road, Dan. I think you'll enjoy it. I will do this from time to time. Just like think about, there's so many things that are available on YouTube, particularly.
Yeah.
That are just things when you were younger, you're almost like, man, I sort of always weirdly remember this thing. And you look, and you'll find it. And you're like, oh shit, that was like that.
There was that we were talking about the Barbarian Twins. And I remember specifically when we were talking about it, there was like a movie where one of them had sex with the other one's girlfriend pretending to be him. And I remember being a little kid and being like, morally, that sounds very terrible.
That's reprehensible.
I just remember being a little kid and being like, well, they're lying to her. And then one I was with was like, shut up. And I was like,
no, she let a man inside of her body, the most vulnerable position for a woman, and she doesn't even know the person who's in there. No.
And this isn't because Mom has Georgia O'Keeffe paintings all over the house. I'm not super into the
shit.
Yeah, I don't. But
Call
now,
me a feminist, but little Dan doesn't like that. I'm no Melissa Etheridge, but this is pretty rough.
I like that your voice change was two extremes. You were the highest pitched kid ever.
Hey, everybody.
Oh my god,
dude! My beautiful mom takes it so easy on me for the kid. Dude, I was such an annoying kid.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Wait, the audio is connected, and the audio is connected.
There he
please.
is.
Yeah, please welcome to the show the fucking hilarious Langston Kerman. What's up, dude?
What up? Oh, shit. The sound effects. I like that.
Go check out.
Not sound effects at all. 7,000 people watching on Zoom.
Dude, I don't know if you know this. We're pumped into an arena in Oslo. They fucking love us in Norway.
And
I'm going
what
back
an
over
arena
there.
it is.
Check out Langston's podcast, My Mama Told Me, where he goes over popular black conspiracy theories with guests. And as two of the whitest guys, man, are there ones I want to know about? Black Lou won't tell us the black conspiracy theories.
That's reasonable. You guys aren't going to do good things with the information. You're not going to do the right thing out in the world.
Black Lou gives us little hints though. Black Lou gives little hints though. He'll be like, me and Dan will be like, hey, we're going to sail around the world. He goes, fall off the earth if he wants to.
I go, sorry guys, it was raining outside, and then under his breath he goes, room probably smells like wet dog. And I was like,
sure, if that's why you smell like that, yeah, I get it.
yeah. Langston and I spent all of last August together in Edinburgh when I was out there. We had a fucking fun time hanging out, and easily one of my favorite moments, Langston, was when we were at dinner.
I think I know this. It's great.
We were with my friend Zach, and we were at dinner, and The Boys had just came out. And everyone was watching The Boys, and we were like, yeah, dude, it's a great show. And then Langston's like, yeah, I'm in The Boys. And then my friend Zach, without meaning a beat, goes, right? I'm into it too. It's fucking super into it. And then Langston's
I think the exact wording was like, oh, I'm in season 2. And then you sort of were like, oh, I mean, I guess I'm still in season 1. But that's fine.
And then I wouldn't be surprised.
Cool, man.
yeah. And then the rest of the time, Zach was like, I just want to talk to Langston about season 2. I want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Was the inside
I
dish.
wish they told me anything. They don't tell me shit. They just make me show up.
Was that a show where you had to get jacked for? Did you get like a personal trainer?
Yeah, they hired a man to show up at my home every 2 days and just yell at me and make me do all kinds of exercises that my body didn't know it could do.
How many hours? How many hours in a clip?
It would be like an hour at a time. His whole thing was like, I could make you buff in an hour. All these other trainers are going to make you spend 2 hours in a day.
He gave you the 5 minute.
It's a good sell.
He gave you the 5 minute abs.
Sell.
It was like in Dumb and Dumber. He's like, not 6 minute abs. It's 5 minute abs.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's crazy talk. Did you, you're married now, but at the time your fiance, did she notice your body get better? Or was she like, fuck yeah, this show rules?
Yeah, I mean, I guess she doesn't throw out the compliments the way Papa needs it. You know what I mean? Like you want somebody who's going to be like, look at those are cum gutters. And instead it just, nothing.
You have to get juiced up like Kumail if you want to turn heads.
Yeah, you got to walk around with that fucking rock body that Kumail.
Yeah, I want to get so my neck doesn't move anymore. You know what I mean?
It's just going to be funny to watch him try to be funny with that body that can crush all of us. I think he broke barriers as the first Asian Joe Piscopo. He's got so fucking jacked.
He went Piscopo.
He went full Piscopo with it.
And Carrot Top too. Carrot Top was another one that went all fucking got yoked late in the game.
You never go full Piscopo. You can't go full Piscopo.
Every comedian knows you don't go full Piscopo.
I watched that Amazon Prime or on Shudder rather. It had put out the In Search of Darkness 2, where they go through all the horror movies of the 80s.
Yeah,
it's great. It's like 4 hours long, both of them. But they go through, and they went through Dead Heat, which I forgot about. Treat Williams and Joe Piscopo, and that was the unveiling of Joe Piscopo as like a muscle guy. And every scene in that movie is him wearing like a sleeveless shirt, but I mean like oiled up muscles.
Yeah, dude,
I'm wearing a sleeveless shirt because I haven't taken a shower yet, and this is what I wore when I woke up today. And I'm not going to do anything publicly like this.
So you feel like in that scenario, he requested sleeveless shirts and,
100%.
and said, oil me. He said,
Yes.
hit me with the good stuff.
Bring up the trailer, Blackwell. You can see it straight up in the trailer. He is yoked and wet at all times.
I think the second you get like big muscles, your baby oil budget goes through the roof.
Oh, it's expensive. It's always expensive.
You're just always lacquered. Like Hulk Hogan's arms were always just lacquered in the 80s with fucking baby oil.
You got to grease the crevices, and muscles have so many crevices. Dude, when you're flabby, it's just flat. It's just a smooth surface all the way across.
If you put it on my somewhat round and soft body, baby oil, it looked like I got out of like an alien pod and just escaped.
Yeah.
Where I'd be like, oh.
It would never look. Yeah, it would look like I was like covered in dew, like some sort of like a dewy like condensation moisture from inside or outside.
Just
could be environment,
could
field. Yeah, it could be environment, or it could just be my internal problems. Whatever it is, I'm just like sweating like ham.
Now, Langston, on your podcast, is there any? Because I want to know as a white guy, are there any black alien conspiracy theories that like this is all a trick from the white man?
Yeah, it's unfortunate that I think a lot of our alien conspiracy theories tend to be surrounding y'all, where it's like only white people get abducted, or like that's a white problem that aliens exist.
How much would it hurt if you found out that aliens were racist? They're like, we don't want to pick up the black ones. They're like
they just
in New York,
and they're calling us niggas too. It's an awful term.
We have a different word for it. It's called a ziplop, but we don't really say it. If you say it with the P, it's offensive.
Dude, what a trade-off. White people get abducted and black people get sickle cell. That's the trade of the only one can get. And Jewish people get Tay-sex.
That's how they dole it out.
Everybody gets something.
Everybody gets something. White people get alien abduction.
They go, at the first white guy that was like, well, this sounds pretty good. Doesn't sound like we're born with any sort of blood or complications in our system. They go, yeah, little gray men are about to fuck you with giant cold iron rods.
They're going to tear up your butt, young man, and I don't know if that's what you want.
Yeah.
All three of those problems kill one of 100. It's just a complete evening out there.
That's the curve. They're like, we got the curve. Don't worry. We're going to figure out how to make it all.
Most abduction people come back, as far as we know. We never heard like, well, they didn't drop Terry back off.
Yeah.
Yeah, they come back, but they don't come back well. Nobody makes it back and is like nailing it afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've also never heard the story though of someone that was like, when he left, he was a professor and had it all together. It's always
sure.
They were always going to be bad witnesses no matter what. And I'll tell you what, the only thing that would make sense about that is the aliens know enough about us to go, well, who's the people who no one's going to take seriously?
Yeah, dude, they always
these fucking I don't know, the people that choose to live alone in this giant field. Why don't we land here and make that mark in the corn?
They're tracking GPAs before they pick
they go, this guy's got it. This guy failed his GED. They go, pick him up. Like, let's go get him.
Guy. He sounds awesome.
Yeah, dude. Aliens do like they do sport hunting the way we do with like lions, where they're like, hey, take out that injured one from like.
Yards away. Hey, that guy over there thinks teeth are a luxury. Scoop him.
Yeah, they just always abduct walking bags of Fritos. They're just like, fucking grab that corn chip.
It might be that whole dew thing you were talking about. Just anybody who looks dewy for no reason at all, you pick them up.
They're like, I think we had him marked with our dew.
Why is that guy wet? It's not raining. Just grab him.
He's not working out. That's just how he looks. Let's get him.
He goes, trust me, these whites they have zero to no muscle tone. Grab them. Have you had any conspiracy theories that you've learned doing this podcast that you're like, that's changed your mind, like in a way where you're like, I never thought of that. That could be a thing.
Oh man, I don't know if it changed my mind, but there are things where like I was indifferent to it, and now I've solidified like a hard formed opinion about this shit. Like DNA testing, I would never in my life allow anyone in my home, family, anything to do this shit.
Really?
23andMe, like the 23andMe stuff?
Yeah, exactly. Like basically the long-winded version of this shit is that now they can sell your information to like places that do that have something called predictive technology, which means that they can predict whether or not you are likely to live past a certain age, and subsequently not give you insurance, not sell you a mortgage for a house, like all kinds of shit, because they don't think you'll live past 50 and therefore won't be able to support.
Pay the money.
And you can tell. And you can tell that is the black take from the conspiracy theory, because the white one from mine is I'm like, they're cloning us and they're going to take our jobs. And I can't have my job fucking taken.
I'll tell you what, when you said that, Langston, when you said that one, Black Loose wiped his brow. He got a little like, oh, shit.
Don't tell me you did a 23andMe, Black Lou. Don't do it, please.
Yeah.
What a boring. There's so funny how many people give them to it and it just comes back to it's like just basic black shit. You're like, you know what I mean? It's like we did ours and the thing, and I was like, when it came back, you're like, why? Like, nothing in there was I like, whoa, I am.
Oh.
I think it's just like
that's
mutt,
the shitty part.
Mutt, yeah, it's like mutt, white shit, and Jewish. The two things I knew it was going to be.
Well, that was my favorite.
You want a fun surprise in there. You want some Ethiopian snuck in there.
God, I would. Langston, with how white I am and being from Colorado, if I got some Ashkenazi Jew, I would really take it in that day.
I would like Ugandan. Ugandan would have been fun for you.
That would have been fun too. With that kind of testing though, it's my favorite take was South Park doing the white people being like, and I'm 15% victim. They just like white people use it as a way out to be like, we're not racist. I'm 3% Native American. I could never do that.
Dude, Kurt Metzger had one of the best jokes about that when they're like, I'm 2% or 3% Blackfoot Indian, and it's that's nothing. You're 0% that. He goes, even if there was really 2% in there, the rest of your body would have pushed it off into a reservation on your asshole or something.
Yeah, the shittiest part of your body. That's what he said.
Your taint.
Yeah.
Because you got to build a casino on your taint.
Well, I wonder if that stuff, like the knowledge that they're actually selling the information, I wonder if that will ever come out of like, yeah, we were just straight up giving Aetna all of your DNA to let them know.
No. It's hella public. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
It's not like some crazy secret. When you sign up for this shit, you are signing up to give your fucking DNA to a third party that then gets to basically decide the rest of your life.
Fuck that.
Yeah, no, it sucks, dude. It's real bad.
Did you get the vaccine? Did you get the vaccine?
Oh yeah, I said shoot me up immediately. Tuskegee who? I've never heard of it.
I'm not an airman. Those guys were in the sky all the time. I'm fine. I'm on the ground. Give
Tuskegee,
me the goddamn.
I know her brother.
Did you? I mean, were you nervous at all about the vaccine? Because a lot, like even comics I know were like, I don't know. You gonna get it? And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna get it.
I knew I was gonna get it right away, but I was nervous for sure.
Yeah, I was super nervous. It's not absurd, and we fucking. Oh shit, that's my audio. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I love it. I love that. By the way, we just had Jay's mom on, and she stopped us talking so she could address someone in her house, which was one of the funniest moments I think of the podcast or the radio show. Where she was like, "Guys,"
wait, she made you stop recording so that she could talk.
No, she didn't even stop recording. She goes, "Hold on, what?"
She paused us doing a live show to say, hang on, someone's saying something in the house.
Yeah, it's like it was Jay's sister calling from upstairs, and she's like, hold on, what?
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it at least a good conversation? Did you guys okay, great.
Oh no, Jay's mom on the show was fantastic.
I meant the conversation she was having.
No, it was just in-house shit. Like, are we ordering dinner? Are we making dinner? That kind of shit.
Moms never shut you up for fun stuff. They always shut you up for their convenience.
She knows it's a national live radio show. She just come. I said before she even came on, I go, I bet my stepfather will treat it like it's not that also and just come through the background and go, Jay. And he did. He did multiple times.
Yeah,
just got to check in on you. Make sure you know he's there.
Oh, no, I love it.
That's just classic stepfather shit.
Yeah, that's full stepdad.
Jay, you're not moving back, are you?
Hey, do I talk into
as
this?
As a man with 3 stepfathers, that's classic stepdad. You just gotta take it where it comes.
Who was
Did you like any of them?
Well, I was gonna say, can you give us your top 3 in order? Can you go 1, 2, 3 with the stepdad names?
Okay. I actually talked to you guys about this the last time I was was on.
Oh yeah, the Chicago Bulls, the mascot.
The number one's got to be Benny the Bull.
I shouldn't even
not because he was. Let me be clear, not because he was a good stepfather. He was not a good stepfather to us or anyone in the home. He's a fine man, but he's an alcoholic. But goddamn, are those fun stories of just
Benny the Bull.
Yeah, he's Benny the Bull, and he's probably a breathalyzer on his car. It's just a fun game.
The thought of any NBA mascot having to blow into a breathalyzer before they go warm up a crowd, before they have big cartoon eyes, and they're like,
all right, you can do this sober, Benny. He goes,
the DTs actually help when you're fucking getting them ready for the intro.
Oh, fuck. I used to knock back a fifth and go hit that fucking trampoline with the ball.
He goes, I met Benny the Bull and he smelled like Bacardi Limon.
Why does Benny the Bull drink so cheap? He's got to believe in himself.
Yeah, dude, come on, Benny the Bull, go top shelf.
Benny the Bull keeps hitting on my daughter.
The worst part of it wasn't that he had to have the breathalyzer, but we only had one car, so we all had a breathalyzer on the car, which meant that anytime I needed to borrow the car, I was like picking girls up and having to blow periodically, because it doesn't just go off before you drive. It goes off periodically throughout the ride to make sure you're not drinking and driving and shit. So you just be on a date being like, so you're going to Tulane, and then fucking blow.
You're like, anyways, so my mom and my beep. Hold on real quick, sweetie.
He goes, that's actually a pretty good place for engineering. I hear their programmers. I hear they have a good.
Hold on real quick. Are you?
They'll let you transfer from anywhere.
Are you going to do on campus or off campus living? What's the living situation?
Living.
Dude, back to my mama told me. Have you found any conspiracy theories that are different based on race? Like white people believe this conspiracy theory to be this, black people believe this conspiracy theory to be that.
Like they both believe it.
That sounds like a Def Jam premise. White people begin conspiracy theories like this.
There's a great one. Oh, Black Lou looks like he's sitting on something hot right now. I'm not going to stop him. Go crazy.
I just find it hilarious that white people think aliens built the fucking pyramids. They will not give Africans any credit.
And by the way, it's true. Funny? It really is not taking the credit, because they go, they're impossible to make. There's no way a human could have made these. He goes, isn't that the coolest thing? It's like, no.
Yeah, it's aliens.
No, it had to be aliens. Like,
there's this is I guess a classic thing, but there's that story of Lil' Kim sucking so many dicks that she had to get her stomach pumped. Like and apparently that's the same thing for y'all, but a different lady.
Never heard it was a lady. I always heard it was Rod Stewart.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even hear that, but I actually heard Lil' Kim. That's the one I heard. I heard Lil' Kim.
Shit.
I heard Morissette.
Alanis Morissette?
Yeah.
I've never heard that one before, but I've definitely heard it.
Isn't that ironic?
The big ones, they had to go. They always said that Rod Stewart had to go drink charcoal to get cum out of his stomach.
Dude, if you're like Rod Stewart or Richard Gere, like I think our Lil' Kim getting cum pumped out of her stomach is Richard Gere had a gerbil in his asshole.
Yeah, did the black community have anybody with a gerbil in their ass?
No, we don't play in our butts like that. That's that's not a fun rumor for us.
Let's start it here. Little Nas X put gerbils up his butt.
Just the phrase that we don't play with our butt like that is so fucking funny.
That's fair.
We don't
fair assessment.
Yeah, ours was Richard Gere had a mouse in his butt that died because he liked.
And then there's the fucking like Jamie Lee Curtis. It was
hermaphrodite. Yeah,
and for us it was Sierra. Sierra was believed to have been that the entire time.
Okay, that's fun. It's crazy how they put out like a white Barbie and a black Barbie for conspiracy theories.
Yeah, those conspiracies travel so far though, at a point where it's like something in my mind even has like a vague recollection that I still wouldn't answer for sure if Jamie Lee Curtis was or wasn't. By the way, she was crazy hot in the 70s, particularly. I mean, so hot. And Trading Places and everything.
Great.
Fucking amazing.
Fish Called Wanda? Hell yeah.
So hot. Yeah. But I still think, in my mind, I was almost told that she's admitted this before. But
I think what it was is she was born a hermaphrodite, and then they chose.
You make a choice.
Yeah, they chose the female sex. And
but I think it also might not be any truth to it at all whatsoever. And part of the conspiracy is that she's admitted it. But
Yeah,
before,
I think
that was all before internet.
Almost every time what you find out is like there's literally no truth to most of these things, and like it's just like the whole thing with Sierra was that she had gone on Oprah and announced it on Oprah, like, hey y'all, I am intersex, I'm this, a person that used to have a penis but now I don't, and the Oprah episode doesn't fucking exist. She's never even been on Oprah. The bitch didn't say it.
You think Oprah's mad about that? Oprah's like, I didn't have that fucking second-rate celebrity on. Get the fuck out of here. I do top of the top. I'm
she had
Oprah.
one song. What are you talking about on Oprah?
You think you go wood and you get on Oprah? You gotta go platinum, baby. You gotta go platinum to get on Oprah.
Dan,
my goodies, my ass. You're not coming on Oprah.
Dan, if you give me a moment with Langston here, for me and Jacob, I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up The Boys season 3 is going to be coming up, and I know. Here's the thing. To give you a little backstory here. Jacob and I and my girlfriend, Christine, all through quarantine, the show that kept us not freaking out was Supernatural. We just went, my parents loved it, and they were like, you'd like it, it's fun. And it was fun, and we watched it. Same people involved making The Boys as Supernatural. And me and Jacob, a little bit of a man crush on Jensen Ackles, who I know is joining the crew this year. My question is, have you met him, and is he everything I dreamed he would be?
Well, Jay, I hate to disappoint you on all of this, but I have not met him. I'm not involved as far as I know. They sure haven't called me. So I'm letting you down in every direction on this one. That's why I'm not buff. Look at my little arms.
Bitch. Oh no, I don't. You're back to being Clark Kent Langston. I don't like Clark Kent Langston. I like Superman Clark Kent. You drank all that Fresca and they didn't bring you back?
Yeah,
was that real Fresca?
That was real Fresca. They don't fuck around. There's no prop drinks on that set.
Fuck yeah. I like that the boys are about it. They bring the real fucking Fresca out.
Yeah. That was real titty milk that the Homelander's drinking.
That really was Elizabeth Shue's tit milk? That's pretty nuts. They had to get Elizabeth Shue up and lactating for the fucking show.
It was so cool to see it, man. I was such a fun, and you were great, man.
Yeah, it was like a really fun, cool role. Like what you get afraid of is, like you said, I don't want to have to get like real buff and like learn to be a real superhero. I just want to show up and kind of do it. And that was great.
Yeah, that's pretty, you don't have to change your entire life forever to attain something.
I'm glad Langston doesn't just start taking random pictures of sweets that he's treating himself with. Like he's a fucking panda at the zoo when they show those where they go,
haven't had cake in a year.
Yeah, look at this. Look, we're going to give this, that's what they always do with zoo pictures where they go, we're going to give this brand new panda a little bit of cantaloupe. And then that's what buff dudes do, like The Rock is like, look, I'm going to feed myself pancakes. And you're like, all right.
Yeah. Every day. I mean, Chris Hemsworth is already fucking yoked to play Thor. And then they're like, on his downtime, they're like, hey, you want to play Hulk Hogan? He was like, ugh. Because I got to fucking come on, man.
All right.
But then that's even scarier because then he has to get a different kind of yoked. You know what I mean? Like it's not even the same buff.
Yeah, he's probably like a comfortable buff at this point for Thor, and now they're like, no. It's like when a girl has fake tits and they're like D's, and they're like, we're gonna have to throw some double G's in you, and she's like, oh fuck, that's a whole lot more.
Oh, my back. Oh, this is gonna be bad.
All right, well, in the words of Hulk Hogan, let it rip, brother. Rip it, brother, dude. What I love about Langston is he's so cool and humble that I would tell everybody I was in The Boys. And Langston we're at dinner at a fucking pad thai place in Scotland, and he's like, yeah, I'm in season 2. And I was like, oh, you're already into it. Cool. I play character, and I was like,
no spoilers. Spoilers.
Don't tell us. But cool.
Yeah, Dan introduced himself to my family as Dan Soder from TV's Billions.
That's how
nice.
I actually go through my reel with them. I play my reel on the TV. I do the Apple project.
And you shush people. Goes, wait, watch this right here. Watch it right here.
I go, you know what, Jay?
Hold on.
I'm going to do this. Do they have HBO Max? I'm just going to put on my special. I just feel
real quick.
There's some subtle moves in this scene that you're going to want to clock in on.
Did you have anybody from your past that was blown away by you being in The Boys? That they were like, Langston, I'm watching. I didn't know you were fucking doing this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you guys feel this way all the time. My family doesn't respect art or anything that we're doing. So I think they're all like, oh, this one's premium. This is better than the other stuff you've been bullshitting around with.
Dude, let me tell you, my grandma doesn't give a fuck about Billions. I bought her multiple seasons on DVD, left an instruction pad on how to work her DVD player. Lady hasn't broken the plastic off season 1. Couldn't care less that Paul Giamatti and Damian Lewis are in it.
The fucking, I was in this show called Bless This Mess like a year and a half ago, and it's the first show that my grandparents, who only have regular ass TV, can watch. And I distinctly remember my grandmother watching it, then calling me and being like, I don't like it, but I'm really happy to see you're working.
Wow.
It's not for us. We don't care for it. Your grandfather looks at it and he doesn't laugh, but I'm happy you're doing something.
Yeah. And you're like, thanks, me mom.
I told when I showed up at my mom's house, I may have told this recently on the show, and looked through the window and I saw they had my little grandmother who raised me for so many years and loves me so much. And all I saw was her silhouette standing in front of a big screen TV with like my Showtime's White Boys in the Hood set, which was vulgar as all. And I just see her and I run into the house. I'm like, oh, hey, you don't have to do that. And then she was like, no, it's okay. The people seem to be enjoying it. That was her word. The people seem to be enjoying it.
God, that hurts more than I don't like it. That's
moms and grandmas are samurais to cutting to the core of you. They just with one they dueling cut you. My mom,
hers is rooted in pure. My grandma's would never. She wasn't even being like judgmental of it. It's just so not her thing that she was just like she's trying to find the positive. She was like everyone seems to. She couldn't say like it was really funny that cum joke you just made.
I love when my.
That I prefer that over a mom who really likes what I do. That seems insane. Yeah. Like I've met on these sets, you meet some parents who are just hanging around and real proud, and it's like, oh, this is fucking miserable.
Yeah,
I don't want to be anywhere near this.
Where she's like, did you see what he did? And you're like, can you leave it alone, lady? I feel like you're pushing him. You're getting fucking nuts. Well, we know that you have to go at 6:30. We kept you a little bit long, but make sure you go check out Langston's new podcast. My mama told me out now, available everywhere you listen. Langston's fucking hilarious. And
great idea for a show.
It's awesome.
Thanks, guys. This is so much fun. I love hanging with you.
And check out The Boys season 2. Go check out Langston in it if you haven't watched season 2.
None of the other seasons. I don't give a fuck about the rest of it.
Fuck season 3 and fuck Jensen Ackles.
Yeah.